Hey, hi, I'm Tammy Zemliska with Pay Love Forward, and we're excited to be here with Megan Cups to talk about all the things we're doing in town. The main thing is we're working on a youth entrepreneur program, and we're inviting, and here comes Matt. He's the other sidekick. So we just look forward to talking to you all and sharing what we've got in store. Thank you. All right, let's hear it. Well, I'm going to let Matt go first. He's the founder of Pay Love Forward, and so he's got kind of the back history. And then I came on board this last summer, and we've kind of taken it a different, an expanded direction. And so I'll explain some of those things that we're doing now.
Yeah. Well, this is super cool to be here with you guys. This is what makes Billings so great. We have so many of these things like this. And I'm pretty connected in Billings and know a lot of the stuff. And I haven't actually even come here yet. So we just have this organic, gritty grassroots stuff all over the place. And that makes me really happy. So I founded Pay Love Forward back in 2018. So I'm a mental health counselor. That was my background as a LCPC for about 15 years. I actually just dropped my license this year to focus on Pay Love Forward. But I love counseling. Counseling it's a wonderful asset. It's incredibly important for healing the wounds of the community, of individuals. Loved what I did. I think at some point though, I discovered that counseling maybe isn't quite enough. That an hour a week with somebody who cares about you, listens to you, holds space for you, might just not be enough. And then something happened in my practice. It was close to my practice. It wasn't one of my clients, but a young gal, she was 16, took her own life. And it was right around the birth of my daughter, and it broke something inside of me. It's an existential tragedy that it's hard to make sense of. And so I started looking for other answers, and then founded Pay Love Forward. And the first group was a climbing group. I take at-risk, underserved kids rock climbing. It's my favorite thing. We do it every month on the first Saturday of every month. It's just open. Most of the kids that come are YBGR and CLDI kids are going to start coming, and it's just so fun. We feed kids pizza and take them climbing, and nobody cares about the climbing. It's just it's a community like what it is that you guys are building here. And so, and then it just took off from there. And I created this sort of vision. We call it compassionate community, two things. It's a shared objective and a shared ethic. And the objective can be anything. It can be coffee and talking about small business. It can be climbing. It can be gardening. But the ethic is what is important to me, which is that we're there to serve, to lift other people up. And I always talk about the difference between the rising tide and crabs in a bucket. And Billings has a crabs in a bucket problem. We are siloed. We don't work together very well. We compete over limited resources, and there are better ways to do things. And so all of the stuff that we do is collaborative. And so another thing that happened that really shaped my understanding of what my mission and vision is, and the mission for Pay Love Forward is to build compassionate communities for at-risk and underserved youth through mentorship. So mentorship and community. Those are the engines behind what we do. And then if you can add love into that, you can change the world. I'm pretty convinced of that. My son has Down syndrome, though. He was born in 22, and that really changed my life just from the get-go. He also wound up getting leukemia twice, and so we spent about 2 years in Denver. I lived in a hospital, and he's beaten it. He's the only kid. Yeah, thank you. He's the only kid with Down syndrome to ever get a bone marrow transplant at Denver Children's. There's only been 30 or 40 of them ever done, and I don't know how many of them actually worked. His has. And so he is thriving. He is one of the most beautiful little people I've ever met. He is like hope in a bottle. And so to me, it occurred to me that it is not enough to just build compassionate communities for people like that. They have to be so compassionate that my son could go to any one of them and be treated with love. And so that's what we're doing. And Tammy is one of the best people I've ever seen at doing that, at creating those environments and those atmospheres. You were doing a million things. When Tammy and I partnered a year ago, I don't know, it just sort of exploded. And so we're just doing stuff all over the place.
All over the place.
And we just collaborate with people too.
Okay.
I talk too much.
We got the signal back there, so we're switching off. So what I want to talk to you about is just one of our programs. We've got lots of different programs, but the one that I'm working on right now is our Youth Entrepreneur Program. And we are getting ready we've partnered with Wise Wonders to host our classes there. There'll be a 6-week course, and then their end thing is they get to work at a kids market. which is a national organization that we host kids markets here in Billings. I'm doing them every first Friday of the month, plus additional things. I have people keep calling and asking for us to bring the kids to them. So we're going to be doing lots of markets over the summer. And our next one is April 3rd, which I'm sad that Sandra's not here, because there again, that has come about because of meeting Sandra and knowing her. We're doing it at her brother's venue, which is the Hidden Gem down on 15th. And so we're going to be hosting during Art Walk, and we invite you all to come down to that. We'll have kids set up selling their stuff, as well as the gallery will be filled with some really, really cool art. And so come down and see what the kids are doing. If you know of any kids that have got that kind of spirit in them, we're all sitting here as entrepreneurs, so I'm sure we've got kids in our lives that would like to be involved in that. So I've got a flyer here for anybody that's interested. Kind of explains both the kids market and the upcoming classes that we'll be doing. So that's just one of our things. We've got lots more coming, but that was what I come to tell you about today.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
fair enough.
No, you're okay.
Okay, so for the Facebook Live people, when you guys answer, if you would pass the mic back and forth to each other. Okay, so
we're doing questions and answers.
Stay up here. Hang out.
Okay.
Okay, who has a question for them? Who wants to go first? John? Oh, okay, then you can pass it to her when you're done.
Yeah, so can you just explain, like, what are the ages for kids with the entrepreneur market, and how do you get, like, signed up?
Okay.
What's involved with it?
The kids are from 5 to 17, and that you can go on to our Facebook page. We've got things set up there. The Wise Wonders, I'm finalizing everything with those classes on Friday, so I'll have all that stuff posted as soon as we get it all finalized on Friday. But the kids market is, if you go to kidsmarket.com, the registration is there, and that goes to the national office that they get registered there. It's $25 a market for them to participate in it. That includes, they get an online curriculum, which is actually the curriculum that we're going to be teaching at Wise Wonders. They get a t-shirt, they get a book, and then they get that exposure.
Is there a cost to the Wise Wonders
The Wise
course?
Wonders is a $200 cost for the 6 weeks, but that includes their first $25. That also, they have the ability to apply for a $100 loan. And that loan, they will be able to use that $100 to purchase their materials to create for their booth, but they have to pay it back. And so we'll go through that whole process with them as to borrowing money. So it's easy to not pay mom back, but it's not so easy to not pay back. But it doesn't have to be paid back fast. I mean, it's a 6-month thing. It's $17 a month, but it's just getting them to be responsible for it.
I would also just add to that we really work on a pay what you can kind of a model. So like if there's a kid who needs it, we'll figure out a way to get them involved. So
what types of things are they making, and what is the curriculum?
They can make anything they want. They can sell lemonade. They can sell cookies. We have 3D printers. We have a girl from senior high that makes flowers out of ribbon. We've had Sandra's son who has done the book on autism. I got a little story about him. He was so cute. When he came in, and I don't know who knows Gage, but he's just kind of a crazy little kid. But he comes in and he's like this, and he doesn't want to do anything. And by the end of the night, he was like, "Are you going to buy a book or not?" So it was fun.
Really adorable.
We just help, want to see them at all stages of them, and they're all excited to come back now. So, yeah.
Okay. Anybody else have a question?
So I understand you guys are looking for mentors and sponsors. Can you talk a little bit about those two and what's the difference and how do we participate if we're a fit for one of those?
Okay. Our sponsorship is, it's a $200 sponsorship to go into our scholarship fund, so that we're trying to build that up so that we, like Matt said, we don't want to turn any kid down. And so we have to build up that. So that is one way. You can also donate the $100 towards the loan program. Anybody else? We do have one bank that we're in conversation with that they're thinking that they want to take on that part of it. So we're hoping that goes through. And then the last one is mentorship. We want to try and pair the kids up with another business mentor that can help them walk through their process.
So just to add to the mentoring piece a lot, so we build the communities where we celebrate mentorship. We don't do the pairing. So one of the projects I'm working really hard on is getting Big Brothers Big Sisters back. I don't know how many people are aware that they folded, and it's an absolute tragedy for our community. It's a huge loss, but there is a very meaningful road to get them back. But one of the things that we can do is hook you up with Big Brothers Big Sisters, because we can train mentors here through them, and then they're invited to any of the things that we do. And also, like, mentorship it's an open term. Like, I take kids climbing every first Saturday at 6 o'clock at Steep World. Just show up with somebody you want to mentor. You know, but the pairing and the training, we want to kind of outsource that. One is there's a ton of liability in it, and two is other people do it better than we do anyway. So why reinvent the wheel? It's something that we need to stop doing as a community, is reinventing the wheel. When there are so many other people that already do that and have, you know, Big Brothers Big Sisters is phenomenal. So if you want to become a mentor, I can help you. There's, you know, Friends of the Children. There's 10 mentoring based organizations that can pair you with kids, but then you guys are invited. Like, those mentors and mentees are invited, and we just want to build things that just lift people up, you know, and where we can just celebrate. In mentoring, it's better for the mentor than it is the mentee. So.
So I have a nonprofit, Access Billings, and we're looking to potentially have a block party this summer. How can we invite your entrepreneur program to come out and be a part of that with us?
You have our information, Mitch. So, but no, we can arrange for it depending on the dates. The dates in the summer are getting filled up. We've been invited out to Montana Fair. So we're going to have the kids out at Montana Fair. We're also going to be out at the Sunflower Gardens for several different events out there, as well as Strawberry Festival. And I can't think of more, but we've got a lot of them planned for the summer.
What's the best way for us to get a hold of you guys, to find you?
The easiest way right now, because we aren't in a location, is through our Facebook page,
Which is
Pay Love Forward. And so we've got a page and a group on there. So just go on there and follow us and like us, and then you'll get all the information back. I do have some flyers here on the kids stuff. So if anybody wants to take one of those, you can catch us there. But I know I've met with several people that are here today that we've got coffee dates already set up, so we don't have to wait and do that. So
my understanding that if we sign up as a mentor, that's not necessarily to mentor these kids that are in the entrepreneurship program.
There's two different ways. We do lots of just individual mentoring, what Matt was talking about, but we also want just strictly business mentors that want to walk with these kids through this process also.
So just kind of a general flying a few thousand feet higher on Pay Love Forward. Can you walk us through what it looks like to build a community? Because you guys have a really, I would say for the age of organization, you're doing a lot. So what does it look like to get plugged in? Like, let's say if, you know, Pay Art Forward, Pay Business, like those kinds of things. What does that process look like with you guys?
It's basically sitting down with us and telling us what you want to do. We are actually working on a manual that will be step by step as to how we set this all up. So right now we're kind of...
There is a manual on payloveforward.net. You can go look at that, but I also want to answer the question too. So
but that it's just... We've got a location with the hidden gem as to where we can hold things at. We've got a pretty open schedule there with them, but we can also work with you if you've got a place that you want to meet at. If, one of the studios like we were talking about last week, we could organize that with you and get, the photography stuff could be at Open Studio and you guys meet there and you do your own thing. We just kind of help you, guide you through getting it set up, moving forward, and then it's your group. We do have the ability, because we are a nonprofit, that if you do need to raise money, we can help you do that also.
So a lot of what I do too is leadership development. And so what we're looking for is leaders who have a passion. And when I say I don't care what the shared objective is, it can be anything, but it should be your passion. Like it should be something like I love rock climbing. So I'm the best person for that group. We have a whole certification through Grandview University in Des Moines, Iowa in mentoring and coaching. We've taken like 20 of the principals and administrators at SD2 through. It's like a 6 to 7 month process. That's not right for everybody, and you certainly don't have to do that, but like resources to help you become a strong, effective leader. And the other thing is Pay It Forward does not use money. Like this stuff runs on hope and love, and I don't want your money. We don't really need it. There are probably some things that we have to pay for. We paint tons of murals. We painted 50. If you see a mural with 988 on it, that's one of our murals. And we use Alyssa Leininger, the Sunshine Phelps has painted murals. So there's so many artists that we've worked with. And sometimes you got to raise some money to buy paint. But I'm pretty insistent on this, that there are things that move people far better than money does. And so it's not that money is irrelevant. It's a resource. But like you can become a leader, and we can skip some of the bureaucracy and just do it on hope.
Are you all affiliated with the school district?
We do things through them. They're harder to get into.
Yeah.
And so
there's just in the school that I know that my daughter's middle school,
Uh-huh.
like they have a leadership program and that are doing some of these that are doing similar things.
Right.
So and I don't know if you're looking for more students, where are you at cause you're a nonprofit, but you're still a business.
Right.
So do you need more students? Do you need more
Oh, yeah.
mentors?
Yes.
How do we
Yes.
feed all those
Yes.
things?
Yes. Yes.
So what do you need?
We need kids to participate, and we need adults that want to work with the kids also. And like I said, this is only one of our many things that we do. And so we do art classes. Trisha's doing some art classes with us. We're doing some we're going to start doing some music Friday and Saturday night home concerts down at the Hidden Gem. So we want to bring young musicians and stuff out to get exposed. So like I said, if you want more information, both of us are available to share what all's going on. But follow our Facebook page, because that's really where I'm posting everything right now as to what we're doing.
And I would say just get involved. I mean, the Facebook, you can figure out what's going on, and then like me or Tammy will just take you out to coffee. And I really work on relationships. I look for people who are hungry and want to change things. And if I don't like you, then I just won't work with you. Like it's fairly simple, but it isn't like I want to find people who want to change the world, and then I just want to empower them and then set them loose. And to me, that's a model that can scale indefinitely. And I also don't want to own Pay Love Forward. You can build a Pay Love Forward community in New York. Like it's a shared objective and a shared ethic. Like I want to change the world. Like that's what we're actually after, and we're going to do it in any way that we can. If it's good for Billings, we'll get involved.
Do you have a capacity of how many students you can serve?
Well, they don't. They want me to have 50 kids at every event, and it's like, yeah, okay, we'll get there. So I think we've got lots of room to grow. We'll teach more classes if we have too many kids to hold in one class.
Yeah.
I would love to have that problem.
Okay, guys, we've got time for one more question. Anybody else have one?
Facebook has one.
Okay.
Victoria Eschel would like to know how many kids are signed up.
Victoria would like to know how many kids are currently signed up to participate.
Okay, right now for this next market, I think I've got 9 kids that are signed up. So,
You have one kid.
and the national organization is there. This is a learning curve for them because they started out in Salt Lake City and they've been in major metropolitan areas. And when they told me I needed to have 30 kids, I said, it's not going to happen immediately. We've got to build it. And so they've been very patient. The last one, I had 4 kids at it. So it's, it's growing. Right. So it's, and the kids have fun. So then they go talk about to somebody else.
So before we let you guys go here, what is the one thing that the 1 Million Cups community can do to help Pay Love Forward?
Oh, I got one. Spread the word. Get involved. Go serve somewhere. It doesn't have to be with us. We would love to partner with you. It's just all partnership and collaboration. I also do want to say too, we're hosting a campaign event for Alani Bankhead, and I think Brian Miller is going to come. We're doing it at the Southside Skate Park on Friday. Those people are awesome, so I'm going to go hang out with them. We're going to live stream a bunch and hear from them. I mean, this is totally, it's not disconnected. It's absolutely connected. We need better leaders in our government, and our country is failing in horrifying ways right now. And so I'm going to support some people. I'm part of Russ Cleveland's campaign too. It's a little bit different, but anyway, we're going to be at the skate park from 11:30 to 1:30 on Friday, and just show up and ask Alani and I think Brian too some questions about how they can make the world a little bit better place. They're all running for national office, so it'll be a really cool one.
Great. Tammy, do you have anything you want to add there? or are you
Well,
good?
I'll leave these. And with that, it's got on here sponsorships, the loan program, and becoming a mentor. And just get in touch with me if any of that interests you.
Perfect. All right, let's hear it for Pay Love Forward, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you.